Welcome to Remarkable Old Photos. Handcrafting beer barrels at the Pabst Brewery Copperage in Milwaukee around 1900, when the brewery produced over 1 million barrels annually. Hired workers make hay in Economy, Pennsylvania. In 1880, the town was founded by the Harmony Society, a German religious communal group. The Baltimore and Ohio's Abraham Lincoln Streamliner prepares to depart Chicago's Union Station for St. Louis via the Alton Road in January 1943. This route was among the first to feature coordinated dining car service in 1938. Workers lift and move a railroad track in Paris, France around 1910. These tracks were often laid with wooden sleepers before steel became standard. Meyer London, a Socialist Party member from New York City, represented Manhattan's Lower East Side in Congress starting in 1910, one of only 2 socialists ever elected to the U.S. Congress. He opposed U.S. entry into World War I, despite facing intense public backlash. The Mayer and Company furniture store in Washington, circa 1921, occupied a building once used by the Independent Order of Oddfellows. The Oddfellows was one of the largest fraternal organizations in 19th century America. A bail bonds shop in San Francisco, 1940-1960, operated during an era when bail practices were largely unregulated and often exploitative. A horse-drawn wagon delivers goods for Merchants Delivery Company in Tacoma, 1903. The company later transitioned to motorized trucks by 1915. Ott's Esso service in Washington, D.C., July 1937, was one of the first gas stations in the city to offer self-service pumps, a rare innovation at the time. In 1931, Australian Air Force officer Eric Douglas played phonograph music for penguins in Adélie, Antarctica, as part of an English Australian-New Zealand research effort. Scientists later discovered penguins use vocal cues to recognize mates and chicks. A Victorian woman in the late 1800s worked as a human billboard, walking streets to advertise shop goods. Some were paid just shillings per week. A charming view of Quai de l'Hôtel de Ville on Ile Saint-Louis, Paris, in 1946, shows the Seine, lined with elegant 17th-century townhouses just years after World War II ended. Heading to find that cheeseburger in paradise, inspired by meeting Jimmy Buffett in Cedar Key during the 1970s, he wrote the iconic song after a real meal there. Marlon Brando's 1951 wardrobe test for a streetcar named Desire revealed his iconic T-shirt, which became a symbol of rebellious masculinity in American cinema. In 1909, NYC subway trains featured a women's-only car at the end for safety and comfort. These cars were introduced during a time when women's public mobility was heavily scrutinized. Despite societal norms, women quickly embraced the subway as a symbol of independence. The women's-only cars were eventually discontinued as women demanded full access to all cars. This early effort reflected broader struggles for gender equality in public spaces. Interestingly, the first director of the MTA was a woman, highlighting long-standing female influence in transit. Today, discussions about safety and inclusivity in public transportation continue to evolve. While the cars are gone, their legacy remains in conversations about gender and urban design. Public transit has always been more than just transportation. Violet Anderson, Glasgow's chimney sweeper, began her work on March 27, 1956, one of the few women in a trade dominated by men. She once cleaned 60 chimneys in a single day during a winter rush. The Mount Washington Cog Railway shuttles passengers at its base station in New Hampshire's White Mountains in 1906. It was the world's first mountain climbing cog railway when it opened in 1869. In 1920's Detroit, a policeman in a tower used a megaphone and early traffic lights to direct cars and pedestrians, pioneering urban traffic control in America. A homeless man sits with a sign during the 1930s Great Depression, when over 15 million Americans were unemployed in makeshift shantytowns called Hoovervilles spread across cities. American actress and singer Carol Landis was active from 1934 to 1948 and starred in films like 1 Million BC. She tragically died by suicide at age 29. A kebab merchant tends his cart in Istanbul, 1952, surrounded by stray cats who have long been cherished in the city. Istanbul's free-roaming cats are protected by law today. University students enjoy a tennis outing in 1892. Tennis was introduced to the U.S. in 1874 and quickly became popular among elite colleges. A gas station stands near the U.S. Capitol in the 1920s, when automobiles were so rare that Congress once banned them from the Capitol grounds. Jean Bugatti, with a Bugatti car in the 1930s. He designed the iconic Type 57 and tragically died testing a prototype at age 30. Atlantic City's Virginia Avenue, seen from the boardwalk in 1908, featured early electric streetlights and trolley cars. The city's boardwalk, built in 1870, was the first in the United States. A Boston post office in the 1900s features an exterminator's wagon offering pest control services outside, a common sight when urban rodent problems surged with city growth. Alice Longworth and her daughter Paulina attended the circus in Washington, D.C. on May 11, 1926, where elephants once escaped during a 1922 circus parade. Philadelphia's City Hall and Land Title Building, circa 1905, showcased the city's architectural grandeur during the height of the real estate trust era. The Land Title Building was once the tallest in the world when completed in 1898. A British female dispatch rider trains in stunt riding during World War II in 1942. These women were crucial in delivering messages across military bases under dangerous conditions. Liberty Avenue at 7th Avenue in Pittsburgh, circa 1908, shows a bustling streetcar intersection with horse-drawn wagons and early automobiles. The city's first electric streetcar line opened here in 1888, revolutionizing urban transit. A giant cash register in Times Square tracked sales during the 1944 Fifth War Loan Drive, raising over $13 billion in a week. An unprecedented sum that helped fund the final push of World War II. President Gerald Ford toasts English muffins in the White House kitchen on September 5, 1974, a rare personal moment captured during his presidency. He was the first U.S. president born in the 20th century. Jimmy Stewart starred in the 1965 Western Shenandoah, playing a Civil War-era father fighting to keep his family safe. He was actually 57 during filming, but played a father of adult sons. Johnny Cash performs at Folsom Prison in California, January 1968, where his concert album revitalized his career. The performance was recorded and became one of the greatest live albums in music history. A turkey seller in Pátzcuaro, Mexico, circa 1969, displays his birds in a bustling market. The region has celebrated Day of the Dead with elaborate altars and ceremonies for over 500 years. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy historical photos like this, consider subscribing for more.